And welcome back, everybody. I'm BigMacDavis here, and it has been a long time since I've done anything Duke Nukem 3D. But we are back, and this is episode 4, level 10, The Queen of Duke Nukem 3D on the Come Get Some difficulty. We are going to stop the alien invasion once and for all by destroying the Queen herself. Now, if we notice, we're inside of this operating room of sorts, which is kind of weird and interesting. Now, this large room has a lot of enemies in it, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and just kill all the enemies. I mean, there's no real walkthrough way of putting it, I guess. Oh. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, thank you, Protector Drone. I didn't expect that to happen. And we'll just kick you to death so that you won't come back to life and haunt me in my dreams. And I'm out of shotgun ammo. But that's okay. We will remedy that situation with some shotgun ammo. Oh, and make sure to grab these pipe bombs as well. They are nice to have in this particular level. And we'll do the same thing for the other side as well, so...
Hail to the king.
Oh, and before I forget, you will notice these high-up platforms right here. You must have the jetpack to get up to them. But as you see, my jetpack is no more, so what we're going to have to do is wait until later in this map when I do get a second jetpack. But we will move on for right now. We'll head inside the viney areas and head up the stairs right here. And inside this central hub, we're going to notice 3 switches. And the combination, I believe, is going to be the first one. And the second one? No. The third one. Okay, the first one and the third one is the combination, and that will open up a large door behind us. So, as per usual, let's go and kill some enemies.
Damn, I'm good.
Oh, that was an excellent explosion. You saw his giblets everywhere. I love giblets. We'll head down the right path first.
Blow it out your ass. See you in hell. Damn, I'm good.
And once all the eggs are taken care of, we will head down the left path right now. But what we're going to do, I actually like to toss a pipe bomb over the wall right here. Well, maybe. There we go, until we hear the assault trooper dying. There we go. we'll grab the scuba gear later on when I do need it. I have lots of scuba gear left on me right now, so.
Come get some.
And that's it. We did a full circle around this area. Now we come to this particular hole, which looks rather conspicuous, but we will jump inside of it for a secret area. And I like to toss a pipe bomb on the right side, or a few of them rather.
Holy shit.
And then just peek inside and take care of some more enemies. It's okay if you fall down, because down here, once all the enemies are taken care of, we can actually go through this door up here. But we must be wary of 2 assault troopers that will spawn. So that's just simple enough, just take care of them. And back inside this room, what we're going to do now is jump up on the right side and kill some more enemies. And if you noticed, that protector drone fell inside the water. Well, we will go inside the water, but for right now, what we're going to do is go in the outer ring right here and drop inside this water for right now. I always like to blow up the eggs first, and then the octobrains afterwards. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad in this outer ring. Now, inside of the inner ring, make sure got all the octobrains. Inside the inner ring, you can rise up and be back inside of this familiar room once again. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is I need some more health, so let's go and grab some from the starting area. That should be fine. 100% health is always nice to have. And now, back in this room, we're going to drop inside this water that I said we come back to. Just watch out for that protector drone. We'll flip the switch and then this switch, and that will open up a wall. Well, there we go. See, the wall right there. So now let's go and go through, and we come to this, I don't know, it's kind of a stupid area in my opinion. You have to flip all 4 of the switches without getting squished by the mashers, which means we have to go inside the center here and not get squished to death, and grab the blue key card. Yeah, that area is just, I don't know, it's kind of stupid when you can die so easily. And now, with the blue keycard in hand, what that means is we can go back into that familiar area, wherever the door is. There it is. And now we'll go through the door on the upper ledge. But once again, we must be careful of a Battlelord inside there. And that wasn't too bad. Sometimes the Battlelord likes to actually come out of this room, which is never a good thing. So, we'll use the blue key card now. And we will press the switch, which will raise up the green bars. See, if you notice, the green bars in the purple sludge is raising up. Our next goal is to raise up the silver bars in the purple sludge. And to do that, what we have to do now is go back into the central hub area where the combination was for those switches. So let's do that. Where am I going here? Oh, that's right, the viney area. And see, a new set of switches has opened up. And the combination for these switches is going to be the second one and the third one. And that will, once again, open up a large area behind you. And this area will look familiar to you. It is an exact replica of the first area we were inside of. Which means, my friends, we're gonna do this whole thing once again. Exactly the same routine, which means let's head down the right path first. Whoa, how in the world did I miss? Oh, this is going to be an interesting explosion. Yes. That's always nice to see, when you explode the captains, and then they teleport right when the explosion happens, and then they re-teleport, and then they just die. In a big cloud of giblets. Anyways, now we'll go and do the left path now. Once again, let's use a pipe bomb over the wall. Oh, that only took one pipe bomb that time.
Holy shit.
That was much better. We'll grab the protective boots and the devastator weapon. And like before, there's this really conspicuous looking hole, so let's just jump inside it for another secret area and toss some pipe bombs on the right side.
Your face and your ass, what's the difference?
Yeah, if you notice, the protector drone fell inside the water this time, so we'll deal with him a little bit later on. Once again, go to the right side, and the protector drone once again fell down inside the water, so we'll come back for him. Like before, through this door are 2 assault troopers. So, just like before, make sure they both die. We'll head inside the outer ring of the water. We must be wary of our scuba gear, though. If you notice, it is running a little low. Oh boy. Okay, I'm shrunken under the water, but you can't get me. You can't get me. How does it feel? Oh, I'm actually glad that egg did not hatch while I was shrunk down. Okay, I don't have time for this. Please die, thank you, because we're running low on our scuba gear. So now let's go back into the very first area and grab the scuba gear. I know, this level is long, a little bit boring because of just how many curves and turns this has, but once you do this like a few dozen times, it starts to get easier.
Who wants some?
And also, the reason why I saved the scuba gear for when I absolutely needed a refill was because there is a lot of water areas in this map, especially at the end of this map, where scuba gear is critical, so... And we'll once again do some more hunting for some octobrain. I want octobrain stew for dinner tonight, but it looks like they're all dead. So we'll raise up in the center. And once again, we'll drop down inside the water where the protector drone fell down. there is the jetpack, so we can now get up to the secrets. This will open up a wall inside the water, but the first thing that I want to do, actually, before I forget about them, is go get the secrets on the ledges that I said we'd come back to. There are 4 ledges in this area, so make sure you use the jetpack to get up to all 4 of them. RPG is really handy to have, especially at the end. Okay, so now what we're going to do is actually make sure we're in the right one. There we go. We'll go through the hole in the water that we opened up. Just like before, this is a stupid area. We have to flip all of the switches without getting crushed by the gears. And we must find the broken piece of the gear and pray to Mother Mercy that we do not die. Because it's very easy to get squished. And we'll grab the red key card. Okay. But we're not done yet. We need to make it out of this area alive. So, we have to carefully navigate through the broken teeth once again. Come on, my scuba gear's starting to run out. And now with the red key card in hand, we're now able to go back inside this area and go through the door up top. Yep, once again, there's a Battlelord. Wow. That was much easier even than the previous Battlelord. Okay then, fair enough. And we will press the red switch, and we'll grab the yellow key and flip the switch, which will raise up the silver bars in the purple sludge, allowing us to get to where the Queen is being held. So let's go and do that. To get to that purple sludge, we have to go back into the first starting area where we were in, right here, and find the yellow key card, or the yellow switch. Now, like in Derelict, this purple sludge will just eat away at your boots and then your life. I don't have any steroids to run across the purple sludge, so I'm going to just have to hightail it and, yeah, basically hope I don't succumb to the purple sludge. Wow. Yeah, just look at how fast your health deteriorates. There's some steroids, though, in case I get shrunk later on, and you'll see when that will be. Don't miss the atomic health right here.
I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch.
There is the alien queen right there. She will electrify the water and damage you, and also give birth to many protector drones. Now, in one of these air pockets right here, you're going to find a secret area. So if your scuba gear runs out, this is where you want to hide. Right here. To get a breath of fresh air and also a breather from the nasty queen herself. But let's use all at our disposal against her. Now, like I said, the queen is going to give birth to many, protector drones. In fact, an infinite number of them. So don't bother trying to kill them all. Just keep moving and keep being very aggressive against her. The longer you spend in this death trap with her, the worse off you are. because the protector drones can shrink you and then they can step on you. That's why they gave us the steroids. Yeah, if you notice, some protector drones are coming out of her. So she is giving birth.
It's time to abort your whole friggin' species.
Oh, yes. Now that is the type of ending that I live for in a Duke Nukem game. That is exactly what Duke Nukem would do. And here we get taken to this screen where all the wonderful developers worked on this wonderful game. We have Brian, Chuck, Keith, Randy, George, and of course Duke himself, Lee, Todd, Alan, Dirk, Doug, and Steven's head on the ground right there, as a little cheesy joke. Team Duke Nukem, thank you for playing. Thank you, all wonderful developers, for making this game. It was fun, it was enjoyable, wonderful game all throughout. The Queen, yeah, she is nasty. She is absolutely nasty. If not for the fact of giving birth to an endless number of protector drones, but she electrifies the water as well, which means you're guaranteed to take damage, which means you're sort of on the clock right here. You're actually on an invisible timer, if you will, because there is a finite number of health. I mean, there's not an infinite number of health packs. So you will eventually die if you stay in the water too long. So you gotta work quick, you gotta work fast, and hard. You gotta really lay into her. And eventually, the Queen will take enough damage that she will be lying on her back, wounded, about ready to die, but Duke Nukem thinks that's too easy of a death. So what does he do? He inserts a pipe bomb up her vaginal tract and aborts the rest of her babies so that no more protector drones can be born. Our hero, Duke Nukem. That's exactly the type of ending that I was expecting, and I was not disappointed. As far as the map itself goes, it is a pretty interesting map. It's got two areas identically the same in design, pretty much, with a couple of minor differences, I suppose. But the gameplay is really solid. There is a lot of gameplay to be had. The pace of the gameplay... Oh, by the way, yeah, you just get taken to this screen eventually. I'm missing 9 kills, and that's because of the 9 protector drones that I did not kill. And if I were to kill them, the Queen would just push out 9 more. So there's really no point in trying to kill them. I did kill 2 Octobrain, however. Those don't respawn, so make sure to hunt those down if you want, you know, technically 100%. But anyways, the gameplay is solid. I do enjoy the gameplay, don't get me wrong there. It is a little monotonous, though, in terms of the design. You kind of just want to get to the Queen after you finish one whole section. And then you gotta do another whole section all over again. But the boss fight is incredibly tough. My goodness. It looks easy. And when watching other YouTube videos, I thought it looked easy. No, it's not. It's so easy to get shrunk down, and even if you use your steroids on time, right when you get shrunk, they can easily step on you because of how close they are in proximity to you. It's hard. That's why I used a save state right before the end, because it's just... I didn't want to have to restart the whole thing over again. But anyways, that was episode 4 and the birth. So in the next part of this walkthrough series will be episode 5. I'll see you then.